Venice functions as a living museum of preserved stone and water. Yet just off the main Venetian thoroughfares, Teatro La Fenice represents a different kind of history, one defined by recurring collapse and recovery. Reaching the theater requires a deliberate journey through the San Marco district. Patrons navigate a maze of narrow, shadowed pedestrian streets or arrive by water, following the same routes used for centuries to reach an evening performance. The crest above the entrance tells the story. In 1792, Venetian noble families commissioned this venue after losing their previous theater to fire. They named it La Fenice, the Phoenix, choosing the immortal bird as a symbol of their intended rebirth. That name proved to be a dark necessity. Since its founding, the theater has been leveled by catastrophic fires multiple times, with total devastation striking the interior in 1836 and again in 1996. Every time the structure falls, the city rebuilds it. La Fenice stands as the physical manifestation of a culture that refuses to let its artistic heartbeat go silent. Emerging from the dense Venetian alleys, the space opens into Campo San Fantine, the square that serves as the theater's public threshold. This neoclassical facade, designed by the architect Gianantonio Selva, is a unique survivor. While the interior was vaporized, these stone columns and the upper balcony have remained standing through every fire since 1792. This prominent colonnade distinguishes La Fenice from its neighbors. Most historic Venetian theaters are hidden away in secluded alleys, often featuring flat, unassuming entrances that mask their scale. By remaining intact, this exterior provides a permanent anchor for the city, a constant public face that hides the turbulent cycle of destruction and recreation occurring within. The modern theater began with a total loss. On the night of January 29, 1996, an arson fire swept through the building, completely consuming the interior. Aerial records from that morning showed the scale of the disaster. The fire left a roofless, hollowed-out stone shell in the middle of one of the world's most densely packed historic districts. For the music world, this blackened crater was a tragedy of physics. The fire instantly erased the hall's unique acoustic signature, a quality that had taken centuries to perfect. Reconstruction fell to architect Aldo Rossi, who managed a €90 million effort. He worked under a singular mandate: to rebuild the theater exactly how it was, where it was. The auditorium you see today is a high-tech resurrection. It is a philological reconstruction, a modern team of engineers meticulously recreating a lost 19th-century masterpiece. This process required 2 years of continuous labor. 200 specialized craftsmen lived on this scaffolding, rebuilding the old theater piece by piece. Recreating the late Empire luxury meant constructing 5 tiers of box seats from scratch, matching the original measurements exactly. Once the structures were sound, artists applied the finishings: deep red velvet, intricate gold leaf, and hand-painted cherubs. These motifs restore the visual language that 19th-century audiences would have recognized. The effort extended to the ceiling, where the group Save Venice financed the recreation of the painted figures. They restored the light blue background and the allegories of music and dance that surround the central chandelier. This horseshoe-shaped hall establishes a precise social and visual hierarchy, ensuring that the audience is as much a part of the spectacle as the performers on stage. The architecture exists to serve the specific demands of Italian bel canto and verismo opera, styles that require exceptional clarity for unamplified voices. This stage was a primary laboratory for Giuseppe Verdi. He chose La Fenice to premiere 5 of his masterworks, including the debut of La Traviata. The theater's horseshoe shape functions as a giant acoustic instrument. The curves are designed to catch and reflect sound, projecting a singer's voice across the room without the need for modern amplification. That acoustic legacy continues today through events like the New Year's concert. These performances are broadcast to a global audience, maintaining the theater's role as a centerpiece of Italian holiday culture. By combining the horseshoe's acoustic projection with its history of Verdi premieres, the theater acted as a physical partner in the development of the Italian operatic sound. As a performance ends, the audience exits the gilded auditorium and returns to the moonlit Venetian streets, moving from a reconstructed past back into the modern city. The building remains active during the day. Tourists can navigate historical routes and visit exhibitions dedicated to Maria Callas, ensuring the theater is accessible even when the orchestra is silent. The upcoming season reinforces its status as a top-tier production house. With titles like Wagner's Lohengrin and Verdi's Simon Boccanegra on the bill, the theater continues to produce world-class opera at a constant pace. The €90 million investment achieved more than a static restoration. It returned a high-functioning engine of Venetian artistry to a city that nearly lost it forever. Teatro La Fenice remains the literal execution of its name. Despite centuries of